When it comes to electric floor heating, there are two main options: cable systems and mats. Cable systems offer flexibility and can be customized to fit any space. They are suitable for installation under most flooring types, including tile, and are generally more affordable. However, cable systems require meticulous installation to avoid overlap or gaps, which can be time-consuming and may not provide as uniform a heat distribution as mats. Mats, on the other hand, are faster and easier to install, providing uniform heat distribution. They can be cut to fit the desired space, but are more expensive than cable systems and may not be suitable for all flooring types. To choose the right system, consider several factors. Firstly, think about the space and shape of the area you want to heat. Cable systems are more flexible for irregularly shaped spaces, while mats are easier to install in rectangular or square areas. Secondly, consider your budget. Cable systems are generally more affordable. Thirdly, think about the floor type. Some mats may not be suitable for certain flooring types, such as ceramic tile. And fourthly, consider your installation expertise. Cable systems require greater installation precision, so if you are not confident in your do-it-yourself skills, mats may be a better option. For a 200 to 250 square foot basement, a cable heating system is often a recommended choice, balancing cost and flexibility. When installing a cable system, there are some helpful tips to keep in mind. 1. Choose a cable system with a wattage rating of around 12 to 15 watts per square foot for adequate warmth. 2. Use a self-leveling compound to ensure a level surface before installing the cable. 3. Install the cable according to the manufacturer's instructions, ensuring no overlapping or gaps. And 4. Cover the cable with a thin layer of cement backup board before installing the tile. Always consult with a qualified electrician before installing any electrical heating system. Let's delve deeper into the technical aspects of electric floor heating. The fundamental principle behind electric floor heating is converting electrical energy into thermal energy, which then radiates upwards, warming the room from the floor up. This is often perceived as a more comfortable and energy-efficient heating method compared to forced air systems, as it directly warms the objects and people in the room rather than just the air. Firstly, understanding the electrical requirements is crucial. Electric floor heating systems typically operate on either 120 volts or 240 volt circuits. The choice depends on the size of the area to be heated and the power output of the heating system. It's essential to calculate the total wattage required for the system to determine the appropriate circuit size and breaker rating. This calculation involves multiplying the square footage of the area by the wattage per square foot recommended by the manufacturer, usually around 12 to 15 watts per square foot as previously mentioned. Once the total wattage is known, you can calculate the amperage by dividing the wattage by the voltage of the circuit. For example, a 200 square foot area heated with a 12 watts per square foot system on a 120 volt circuit would require 2400 watts, which translates to 20 amps. It's crucial to ensure that the circuit breaker and wiring are appropriately sized to handle this load, with a safety margin of at least 20% as per electrical codes. Secondly, the installation process involves several key steps. Before beginning the installation, it's vital to ensure that the subfloor is clean, level, and free of any debris. Any imperfections in the subfloor can affect the performance and longevity of the heating system. If the subfloor is uneven, a self-leveling compound should be used to create a smooth and level surface. Once the subfloor is prepared, the next step is to install the heating element, either the cable or the mat. Cable systems offer more flexibility in terms of layout, allowing you to customize the spacing between the cables to achieve the desired heat output. However, they require more precision and care during installation to avoid overlapping or gaps, which can lead to uneven heating. Mat systems, on the other hand, are pre-spaced and easier to install, but they may not be suitable for irregularly shaped areas. When installing the heating element, it's crucial to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The cables or mat should be secured to the subfloor using adhesive tape or staples, ensuring that they are properly aligned and spaced. It's also important to avoid damaging the heating element during installation, as this can compromise its performance and safety. Thirdly, after installing the heating element, a layer of cement backer board or self-leveling compound is typically applied to protect the heating element and provide a smooth surface for the finished flooring. This layer also helps to distribute the heat more evenly across the floor. The thickness of this layer depends on the type of flooring being installed and the manufacturer's recommendations. Once the cement backer board or self-leveling compound has cured, the finished flooring can be installed according to the manufacturer's instructions. It's important to use a flexible thin-set mortar when installing tile or stone flooring over electric floor heating, as this will help to prevent cracking due to thermal expansion and contraction. Fourthly, the electrical connections for the floor heating system should be made by a qualified electrician. The system should be connected to a dedicated circuit breaker and controlled by a thermostat. The thermostat should be specifically designed for electric floor heating and should include a floor sensor to accurately monitor the floor temperature. This helps to prevent overheating and ensures that the system operates efficiently. The wiring connections should be made in accordance with local electrical codes and the manufacturer's instructions. It's important to use the correct size and type of wiring and to ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated. Fifthly, safety considerations are paramount when installing and operating electric floor heating systems. Firstly, always disconnect the power supply before working on the electrical connections. Secondly, never install electric floor heating in wet locations such as showers or saunas unless the system is specifically designed for these applications. Thirdly, avoid damaging the heating element during installation, as this can create a shock hazard. Fourthly, ensure that the system is properly grounded to prevent electrical shocks. And fifthly, regularly inspect the system for any signs of damage or wear and tear, and have it repaired by a qualified electrician if necessary. Now let's discuss some common troubleshooting tips for electric floor heating systems. One common issue is uneven heating. This can be caused by several factors, including improper installation of the heating element, inadequate insulation, or a malfunctioning thermostat. To troubleshoot uneven heating, firstly check the installation of the heating element to ensure that it is properly spaced and aligned. Secondly, inspect the insulation to ensure that it is adequate and properly installed. Thirdly, test the thermostat to ensure that it is functioning correctly and accurately sensing the floor temperature. Another common issue is the system not heating at all. This can be caused by a tripped circuit breaker, a faulty thermostat, or a damaged heating element. To troubleshoot this issue, firstly, check the circuit breaker to ensure that it is not tripped. Secondly, test the thermostat to ensure that it is functioning correctly. Thirdly, inspect the heating element for any signs of damage such as cuts or breaks. If the heating element is damaged, it will need to be replaced. And in addition to these troubleshooting tips, it's important to follow the manufacturer's instructions for maintenance and care of the electric floor heating system. This may include regular cleaning of the floor surface, avoiding the use of harsh chemicals or abrasive cleaners, and periodic inspection of the electrical connections. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your electric floor heating system operates safely and efficiently for many years to come. Lastly, when selecting an electric floor heating system, consider the energy efficiency of the system. Look for systems that are Energy Star certified or that have a high coefficient of performance, or COP. These systems are designed to use less energy and save you money on your electricity bill. You can also consider using a programmable thermostat to further reduce energy consumption. A programmable thermostat allows you to set different temperatures for different times of the day, so you can lower the temperature when you are not at home or when you are sleeping.